from one of my older comrades who was protesting against the Vietnam War when she was a teenager. And she made the point that there was a generation of people who came before the Vietnam War, and then there was a generation after. In other words, there was a Vietnam generation, people that lived through that war, people that protested against that war. And that for those people, for millions of them around the world who rose up against this system, they were never the same again. They were changed forever. They were people who knew how the world worked from that point onwards. Never again could they be lied to by those in power. And that they knew that a mass movement could change the world. But what we're seeing now, doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter if you're Gen X or whatever, we are all now Generation Gaza. We're seeing the role of the media in this, absolutely despicable. Because the point we've made all along is, of course, that Israel can only get away with what it does because it continues to be outbacked and armed and funded and given impunity by powerful nations all around the world. And the only reason that our governments in the West have been able to get away with that is because of a compliant media that has reported Israeli propaganda after Israeli propaganda for years. A grotesque distraction is exactly what Israel is trying to do, and they only have one purpose in mind, which is to demobilize this mass movement, this moment of uprising around the world. They want us to go home and shut up so they can get on with the genocide. But what are they going to do? From our point of view, from the Palestine Action Group Sydney, is that now is the moment more than ever when we need to rise up and stand up. So what we're announcing today is that next Sunday, we are declaring our intention to march across the Harbour Bridge. We demand and implore the authorities to not get in the way, to stand with us against a genocide. We know Chris Minns has been on the wrong side of this for 2 years. We know there have been a series of historic mass marches over the Harbour Bridge in decades past. A massive march for reconciliation in 2000. An important, very supportable march for LGBT rights, a Pride March just 2 years ago, which Albanese himself participated in. So don't let them say it can't be done. Don't let them say it.